I got social work.
Social welfare. What's the other one? There's like a few others. I'm connecting to my phone hotspot to see if this works today. Um, well, this is good news. This class, I keep joking that I'm teaching it as we had a brand new baby New Year's Eve, and then that was my third in 2.5 years. So I'm like living this class in real life every day. Human behavior in the social environment. So like from birth to death, really. Like human behavior in the social environment to more get you guys onto death. Why does this not want to work? Oh, it's off, and now it's on. Okay, there we go. That's probably mine. It should know that, like, so you guys are at least able to get onto D2L. And then from there, we should have, they have the same login for D2L because that's how I'm going to get your info to you. Do they make it impossible to get in here still? Where it's like, send you a text message now. It is, I can tell. Are you serious? Well, if you guys want to do introductions more for your sake than mine, because I know I've met everybody.
Which class is this?
Human behavior in the social environment.
3012.
It should be. That sounds about right. Complete. Hello, how are you? How's it going?
Because I'm taking the human behavior, social environment 1 and 2.
Oh, you're taking them simultaneously? That's fun. So you get to get birth in here and you get death in there. You know?
Are you teaching both?
No, I only teach one. I wonder if 2 is still Deasia. Anybody?
Or what about Beyonce?
Or Beyonce, but I would imagine that's a new course prep for Beyonce. So if Deasia is still doing it. So we're having a little bit of internet problems. We were just about to go around and introduce each other. My name is John Trouth. I've been teaching at Central since 2019. Before that, I taught a few years at Miami University and then 7 years at MKU. I've been a social worker for 21 years now. Wait, what year is it? Is it already 2023? So really since 01, I started my journey in social work. It was after living in El Salvador and Nicaragua for like a lot of months in a row and wanted to see how I could do similar type of like service learning work in Cincinnati and Ohio. So I then was a grad assistant in Over the Rhine. Oh, now it's letting me log in. When I got my license in social work, I did 3 years at Claremont Recovery Center. I did 4 years at Ohio Mentor, and then I did 7 years at Hello. How are you all?
Good. Hello.
Good. Most recent, I was at Lighthouse Youth Services, and it is very hot in here. I've already ditched the collared shirt because it's just.
Hey, John.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So, I did my social work master's at University of Kentucky, and then my doctorate at University of Cincinnati, and that was, I guess, the most recent deals. And I'm now currently at like hospice on call on the weekends and like sit overnight. So you get 24 hours on call. If somebody's dying, and then a lot of times they don't have family to sit with them, we get called out to just kind of be with them. So those are some of the jobs you can do in social work. Anybody want to introduce themselves first? Here. Sure.
Hello, my name is Heather. Is there questions that I gotta answer?
You could do however you want, but even just like high school, why you want to be a social worker, what you want to do with it, that type of stuff. Like,
Okay. My name is Heather. I'm a freshman. Why do I want to be a social worker? I like to give back. I like to work in the nonprofit organizations, help out my community. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Hi, y'all. I'm Samaya. I'm a sophomore, and I want to be a prison counselor after college, but I also want to get my master's in social work so I can be a probation officer. I want to work with teenagers, troubled youth, and I want to get back to my community as long as I can. So that's why I chose social work.
Awesome. Welcome. Anybody else? What's that? I know. I'm saying I tried to look all nice. I tried to be good for the first day, but I'm already back to. Yes. Yes.
And so my name is Melinda Heisman.
Hello.
This is my last semester.
Yes.
I feel like I've been here for probably about maybe 5 years now because I do have my bachelor's in psychology.
Mm-hmm. That's what I did first.
Yeah, I was a double major in psychology and social work.
Hello.
Oh wow.
That's because I was supposed to finish.
You don't like trouble?
I was supposed to finish and almost done with my bachelor's in psychology, and then my little sister called me and said, "Hey, you might want to take up social work.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to go." So I said, I'm almost finished the psychology degree, so I'm supposed to finish it, and I'm just about the social work. And I'm so grateful that I did.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do with mine, I want my independent license, so I'm going to get my master's in social work. And that's what I'm going to do. I want to get back to my community. Right now, I'm currently working as a case manager at East Lake Behavioral. I got 98 clients. So it's way trying to be a full-time student, full-time mother, and a hard worker. I'm just trusting God, walking by faith.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I like that. Okay. Be faith, man.
I love your name, man.
Thank you. My name is Kevin Lee. My middle name ain't just Faith.
Beautiful.
Well, welcome. Anybody else want to go next?
My name's Jasmine. I'm a junior and center, but I'm a sophomore in my major. What I want to do with it, I know I want to get my independent license, but after that, I'm not sure.
The independent license is, does everybody know what the independent license is or does or can or be?
Don't we get ours after our 4 years?
So you can test for licensure. With a BSW, you can get an LSW. That's licensed in social work. You also qualify for advanced standing at any master's program, which cuts out the entire senior year of your studies. So you get a master's in 1 year instead of, it took me like 3.5. I was in there for a long time because I had a psych degree, which was useless. So not to blast on any psych majors, if anybody's a psych major in here, but that kind of rerouted me for 3 or 4 extra years of work in graduate school. So if you get your BSW, you qualify for a 1-year master's. It's 34 hours instead of 66 hours. And that's like $20,000 too. I wish I had done that. I never did. I had bad advising. I'll blame them, not myself. It's always easier to blame somebody else other than yourself. But I was like, some psychologists, when I was a psych major, said, "You sound more like a social worker." And I took offense to that. I'm like, "What are you saying?" Like I thought it was like a bad thing. Like, I know I'm going to be a psychologist. When I found out you had to be a doctorate level to have a license in psychology, we can get a license with your BSW. And then the independent license is master's and 2 years of practice after. So that's LISW. And then you can get a supervision credential 1 year after that. And that's kind of like the tier that you go through to practice. We're not logging in still, but yes, I'm about to. Hello.
How you doing?
How are you? Okay, go ahead.
Hi, hey everybody, I'm Aaliyah. I'm from Chicago. My major is social work and pretty cool person. That's pretty much it.
What's that?
Pretty cool person, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Where'd you grow up?
Southside.
Okay. What was the name of the high school?
Dang.
I know.
Perspectives.
This is a Cincinnati question we always ask. So.
I was the perspectives.
Okay.
Many lives.
Okay. And
Three
then,
campuses to it.
really?
Yeah.
Is
There's
that,
3 other high schools.
so that
Well,
seems,
including Maddox, 3, but.
it almost seems like a lot. Any questions for me?
No, Charlie, no, but this class so long.
Why is it what?
Yeah.
This class is long.
I know it is. It's a lot of information.
All his classes be long.
I don't play.
Like your class,
Okay, I got a
class
question.
though.
Is you doing it how you did your last class? Go into your live, streaming, Andy?
I am on YouTube right now.
Okay, so.
For accreditation purposes, this is an in-person class.
You gotta be here.
Right. But like if COVID came up or something else that like you guys had challenges, it's filmed on the cloud. You can watch it later.
Do we have a book for this class?
Mhm.
It's on D2L?
Oh yeah, do you still get free books? It's Ashford. It's always been the Ashford HBSE book, but they probably still fund your books. Do they give you guys free books still? You know?
No, we can rent books this semester. They're not giving us free books.
Anybody else want to go next? Introductions?
Oh, y'all just looking at, what y'all doing?
We're doing introductions. We still have 3 or 4, but if you want to go, you can.
I'll go.
Okay.
My name is Jay. I'm a freshman. I'm majoring in social work. I want to be a case manager. Yeah.
This is human.
Human behavior in the social environment.
Yeah, because I got statistics for social
Ooh.
tomorrow.
That sounds scary. I'm not going to
And
lie.
yeah, I'm not ready for that class.
You'll do fine.
This is my instructor.
I know.
Your name?
They make it generic.
Yeah, I know you.
So I had a baby on New Year's Eve, and this is
Aw.
literally my first day back since.
You had a baby?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
What?
I don't.
I
I.
do not remember him saying nothing.
So we've had 3 kids in 2.5 years because I'm going on 45, and we wanted to have a few kids, and like we didn't know if we could, so we had them fast. And now we know we can. It's like, oh shit!
What's that name? Is that a girl boy?
It was a boy.
Uh-huh.
Thomas Jonathan. Then we also have Isabel Philomena is the oldest, and then James Joseph.
All right now.
Long names, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isabella Philomena.
It's gonna be
You
strange.
better
She got
connect
two
to the
kids.
CSU Connect.
Nothing's working, or is working
Yes.
for you?
They have this with CSU Connect. And that one barely worked too.
Oh, you got
Yes.
no-
So CSU Connect is the one that we're supposed to go to.
Yeah.
The rest of them is not a.
Oh, they're fake.
Mhm.
See, they just want to play decoys. So I forget one of you.
My name is Dania. I'm the Russian teaching instructor here. Well, I'm taking this class because it's interesting because I'm a teacher, probably good for me to start using behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here only for this academic year, so this is my second semester, then I'm coming back home, so
Okay.
I want to take most of it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well,
Some more classes.
well, welcome.
What you say your name was again? Dania.
How would we spell? Is it DLIA?
DARI.
Okay. Well,
Got it.
yeah, very nice to meet you and welcome. I feel like we only have 2 left.
Yeah, just get into.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Jen Shange. I'm also the study instructor. I come to the PhD program, and this is it's my last semester here. I like the behavior because I like to work with the community and to understand more students.
Well,
I had
welcome.
my last semester.
Yeah.
Public
Or
speaking.
speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I have what's it called in my other class. I forgot her name. But she's in my theater class.
You.
You. Yeah.
So I am going to
She
do.
can go.
I know. I'm letting you guys know as the suffering goes on with this internet stuff, like for real. Because it flooded. Did you hear that it flooded in here?
Yeah, it flooded in here, and let me see, what?
And it smells like
Yeah.
baby poopy diapers in my office, even though I've brought none of my kids in. It smells like a baby poopy diaper. So beware. I think only one of you have visited so far up there. And it smells like a baby poopy diaper. You'll walk in like, oh, you won't even want to do office hours, but it's your choice. We're going to clean it, but no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we just doing like name.
Introduction.
Why you want to be a social worker, all that fun jazz.
Okay, well, my name is Alicia Carter.
It's for everybody else.
My name is Alicia Carter. My major is psychology.
Okay.
I'm not a social worker.
Why you want to be a psychologist?
I wanted to do behavior, like study behavior for the FBI.
Mhm.
I wanted to do that.
Okay. Okay. That works.
Alicia.
And then when is your graduation year?
May.
Dang.
Period.
Dang. Like for real? Like,
Like for real. Okay, we'll graduate in May.
okay. Sorry if I want to break computers today, but hey, this is perfect. Perfect timing for introductions. We're waiting on the internet for some reason. It doesn't want to click. We are going to be waiting all day.
If it don't work, you get out early.
If I can get, you know, I like to keep you guys for hours and hours and tell your life story and why you want to do it and how you're going to make that money, when you're going to get that license, how you're studying for your licensure. I still make you guys do the work.
Yes, but you still like one of the coolest.
I try to be understanding of what's going on because we all got stuff. I found the syllabus. Yes. I found it. Okay. HBSE. All right. We are good to go. So is anybody in D2L yet by chance? So are you able to go into documents? Because I'm not going to be able to pull it up on here, but we're going to play like you see it today. If my phone hotspot worked, it just uploaded for me. CSU Connect. I want to break things sometimes. It says CSU Connect has no internet. Okay.
But we will be seeing it. Oh, you got hotspot.
But I can do the old school. Oh, the phone, am I even saying it right though? Like, but what happens when it's 40 hours a week at the social work practice?
Don't ask my brain.
All right.
I'm still stuck in brain.
I know.
Is there only 2 pages on the syllabus, or is it just not loaded?
It's probably not loading. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's probably just.
This syllabus ain't that.
Oh, it's long.
That's
This
It's
is human
long.
behavior, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry for asking.
So you guys have, I thought, how many of you have taken HBSE 2 already? As they do let you take them in reverse order.
What?
Or this is HBSE 1, so human behavior 1 is like birth, conception, through childhood, and then
Don't you
adulthood.
teach that? That's what I have with you.
Right. That's what this is. Are you taking it
Is it
twice?
the second one or the first?
So I'm
I be
teaching.
taking it twice. I thought it ain't your class.
Yeah, I know. So I'm teaching 1 right now.
Leave now. No, for real. Run.
I hope that baby brain didn't kick in. I only have 2 classes this semester. One is groups, and then the other is it's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 2:30, Wesley 217, HBSE. Okay.
Our
3.
syllabus ain't talking about.
It's so.
It's the generic syllabus.
Yeah.
Is it?
This is, They don't have none of the grades in, none of the stuff that we covering. Don't have your name or class
You just
time
got our learning outcomes, grade and policy,
and required.
So it doesn't look like
and attendance.
this, where it's like
No.
has my name, HBSE 1.
No, I just refreshed it.
It did? For real,
I
for
guess
real.
if it's saying recorded class, I don't know. I don't see nothing about this.
So hold on, I got a question. So in your last class, I remember us talking about like how stress be affected pregnant and all that. That's the same class,
That's what I was wondering. That's why I took a double take. I was like,
but not because it scared me. So is this that class all over again, or is this another class?
no, I feel like this is human behavior in the social environment.
So the how stress affects the woman's body and all that stuff.
We did have some of that, yeah, because it's conception, so conception.
I'm still seeing this one.
So it's the same class.
That's what it seems like. I feel like you've already taken it. That's why I was like,
You about to make me go to my
Yeah,
library.
to check on it.
This one is
I was
showing
saying-
that-
It's 3011, huh?
I say you probably gotta ask your advisor, because they'll make you take the same classes over, keep them here longer.
Oh, you mean the advisors mess it
They'll
up?
just throw you in the class, you probably done took it.
So we do have part 2 of this class,
Is this part two?
but I don't teach it. So that's why I'm assuming
Oh, yeah, nah,
that they meant to put you in 2, but they might have put you in 1.
yeah.
Okay.
Who teach two?
I would have to look it up. I feel like it's either Deasia or Beyonce.
I vote Beyonce, I don't think it's my Beyonce, but
Right.
they
But
got the same name. so
right.
I just-
I know.
Swanson Beyonce?
Yeah, I feel like it's Deasia who teaches HBSE
I don't know
too.
who that is. She like you, like who or she?
See,
She do teach the
Fraser.
class. Is we talking about Swanson?
I don't know who you
have you guys had it yet?
She advised, she an advisor, right?
She is an advisor.
Oh, yeah, she's really cool.
She cool.
Well, there you go.
Well,
There's your
I'm
answer.
advisor.
Yeah.
So you could go over there and find her at Trio.
She a reason why I back.
She lit.
She cool.
Well,
We have 2 more introductions, but that's all.
I'm stressed out.
I know, I am too.
So are we getting out like on time, or are we leaving after these two? 'Cause if
You can go and ask Deasia, because
We
if
not playing.
you have already taken this class, I would not
We
take it.
know. I took this
Right,
class.
that's why I looked at you
That's why
like-
I'm
I would just go over there and ask her and
ask who?
Deasia
Do y'all know where Deasia office is at?
It's.
and Trio.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I got this.
So like registrar is that basement, you actually go into the first floor. And so the registrar in the basement, you go up the steps.
I
And,
got
and you just walk through the grass, up the steps, ask for, they'll have a
I'm gonna
second.
make sure I took this class, because I don't want to just leave your.
Right,
if
right,
I
right, right.
take it.
I mean, it's okay. Obviously, nothing wants to work today anyway. We're just doing introductions. You guys are the last 2.
Hold on. Yeah.
So you counting attendance today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was on time.
I'm gonna cause it ain't working. I gotta
Wasn't
get.
here.
I gotta
They
get
was here.
6:35.
I thought she wasn't on
Anyone have a piece of paper? What?
The wind was smacking me.
No, that's fine. Just if anyone has a piece of paper, just sign it and you're good. That's all you gotta do. I don't. So I had a baby on New Year's Eve. I feel definitely this morning my 1-year-old woke me up at 4:20. I don't know why. He's like, "What's up?" He's like banging on stuff. Wanted to go down and mess with those little circular vacuums. You know what I'm talking about? All he wants to do is play with the circular. I have one that I dumpster dived in the garage and one in the basement. All he wants to do is carry them around and turn them on, flip them like they're tires at CrossFit, and turn them off. That's
I
all.
know you get a kick out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to wake up at 4:20 in the morning and go downstairs with him. And then he started like crying. I'm like, "You want to go back to sleep in the big bed?" He's like, "Yeah, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed." So I brought him back up at like 5 and he woke up again at 6. So my brain
You gonna lay down.
is toast. I got an hour drive, but yeah. I'm
Didn't even work today.
this is 3011.
3011.
I see 3301, it say mental substance and stress education. Did you teach that class? No.
I've never taught it.
Okay, I thought it was 3012.
3012 is HBSE 2.
I want you to take it. 3011 human behavior and social environment. Definitely gotta add.
See?
Yep. It's been good.
Now I want to get your name and email and number before they. I'm just kidding.
Man.
Well, good to see you again.
You too.
Graduation. Thank you. We'll see you at graduation, right?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Why does it say Mike instructor?
Because they do a generic D2L. I can change that right now if you want me to.
We'll just change when you go home. We ain't gonna keep you here way too long. Not change when you go home. No.
Syllabus should be in there since it's not loading like this. I want to break things today because it's not loading, but whatever. 2 more introductions. Whoever wants to go first. Just like name, where you went to high school, why you want to be a social worker, what's your major. If you are a social worker. She wasn't, so that's funny. She was a psych major. Usually psych majors don't take this class.
Did you bring the syllabus yet or not?
We can go up and print it after this.
Zola, I went to East High School.
Yeah.
I went to Trotwood and CTC for biotech,
What's it?
Miami Valley Career Technology Center.
So is that like Dayton?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Dayton.
Okay.
And I've been in social work for the past 10 years.
Okay.
So
How long? How long?
I've been in social work for 10 years.
And now you're getting the license.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Because you know how much it pays
Nothing.
without the
Nothing.
license.
Still nothing.
But then with it, a little more. And then per hour though, right? That's 4,000 more per year.
So when y'all be
Okay.
saying it's nothing.
So
But the independent
now
license,
independent license, now when I go master's, get that independent license, that's where I'm real.
that's where you make the money. For
Yeah.
real.
So yeah, I've been in the field 10 years.
With the
I
master.
was actually at my senior year at Wright State, but
Okay.
yeah, money got funny, so
Is it more affordable to go here?
yes.
And is there more
Oh,
like
yes.
Pell Grants and like, okay,
I
that's
don't
good. I think Wright State is expensive, but their professors make like 80,000 a year too.
They're expensive, but also their program is shot, excuse my language, but it's shot to shit.
That's sad. We used to teach with them at Miami University.
You'll be lucky to have a professor show up.
Oh, there's like a robot. See, they got Mike Professor. Everybody's asking who is Mike Professor. He teaches at Wright State University.
Barely. Yeah, like it was a couple years ago, like you have people in their practicum doing their externship, and
That's sad.
they didn't have professors. It was up in the air whether they were going to graduate or not, whether
That's
they were going to be able to test or not.
So you're close then. You're like about to graduate.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Oh yeah. I've been doing this too much.
Okay. That is, I mean, for real though, it's like if you can, I like that Central lets you transfer. Most colleges make you do 60 or 80 hours at that institution.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
But here, I think they let you come in with 90.
They did. They let me transfer.
See?
So
And you just do your senior year and you're out. Like,
yes.
I like that about Central. Anyway, go ahead.
Antonio, I'm from Chicago. I went to Hyde Park.
Where is Hyde Park? Because that's a really nice part of Cincinnati.
It's in Hyde Park.
Is it like a nice part of Chicago?
It's on the side.
So it's
Yeah, it's a nice part.
it is nice. Okay, because it's like the richest part of Cincinnati, like $500,000 homes. I don't know. It's-
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff over there.
Okay.
Social work, all this stuff, kids.
Okay. And then, do you all have access to D2Ls? That's the last.
Yeah.
Because the internet is not going to work today. I do have my syllabus. I could show it to you on here. Maybe. What'd you say?
We all signed it.
You all signed it?
Yeah.
We have like, usually in my classes, I keep it simple where it's like 3 to 5 major assignments. That's it. That's all. That's like and in here we go from birth, conception, all the way through to like adulthood and hbse 2. Thank you. Anybody else need to sign? Did you sign? Okay. You sign. That's everybody. Did you ever take hbse at Wright State? Human
I
behavior.
took something very close to it.
like human development or something.
Yes.
They take it in
I
psychology.
took it there in nursing school.
Okay. Yeah, that's fun. You sound like me. I did psychology, theology undergrad, master of social work, a MA in theology and pastoral counseling, and then a doctorate in counseling. So that's my little. If they let you put up something on Mike Professor, I'll give it to you guys. I'll change that right now. Because it lets you do your vita. You ever heard of a curriculum vita? It's your resume. If you ever hear somebody say CV or curriculum, it's a resume. So syllabus is up. I do wish I could show it to you guys. You already read it? So what questions do you have? Are you scared?
I'm not really scared for this class.
Okay. You did?
Right, I had
Okay.
last semester.
Same class?
No,
Okay.
I had, intro to social.
Okay. You would only be scared if it was the second time you're taking it, I guess, right?
Yeah, people that failed
I
in
wanted
last
to
class.
Right. You drop it in time is the key. If like you got stuff going on or whatever. So I changed it to John T. Yeah.
So students who do not meet the above criteria during the first 2 weeks will be automatically dropped. That's how they're doing this now,
They're
every class.
playing.
Okay.
They'll take your money, they'll take your federal student loan.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, if you like didn't show up or like sign in or whatever, that's
So
why.
basically, your
That's
first
my
2 weeks,
question.
you gotta be wherever you need to be.
That's why you want to sign this. And they'll be like, oh, how do you know they were there? I'll be like, look, can I sign like this? I can't even write in cursive, so how can I sign for them? They'll be like, okay.
I
you're right.
heard they was cool. Policy this year.
So federal student loans do, and so on top of that, we are going through, if you haven't heard this yet, we have reaccreditation this year. And that's like HERC, it's like higher education, something accreditation. In social work, we are already fully accredited until 2029. So that means like whatever we teach you guys, you get qualified for an advanced standing master of social work. And it's only 1 year for your master's. I had to take 3 years because I was.
I did my master's right after this.
That's the way to do it.
For real, I'm trying to
Just
do
like
my-
don't ever take a break because you'll never come back. Like
Yeah,
life
I'm trying to do all my
happens,
schooling.
babies happen, marriages and divorces happen, all kinds of stuff goes on. So it's just better to go straight on through and like get it done. How is graduate school in Russia?
Actually, have the same system like bachelor and master. Since this year, we're out of the Bologna system. So
Really? Because of the war?
yeah.
Really?
Because yeah, we just decided to leave.
Right.
And now we are back to that. Well, actually, when I graduated in 2015, I graduated the specialist degree. It's like
Okay.
equivalent to master's.
Okay.
So, and now we are back to that system. So we have had like 2 variations, like bachelor's and master's since 2010 until 2022.
Okay.
And now we are back to our original.
Okay. And then how is your education system where you went?
From where I come from, Tanzania, we have bachelor,
Uh-huh.
education 3 years, maybe law 5 years, doctor 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
and master from 2. It
Okay.
depends on the courses.
Okay.
So there is separate master and bachelor.
You are reminding me that my other work is with refugees from Burundi. If you're familiar with Burundi, isn't it bordering Tanzania?
We ain't border with.
Like Tanzania, Burundi, right?
No, Burundi is in the east.
It's east. I always thought it was south. Okay. So my dissertation was on a Burundi refugee resettlement program in Cincinnati. And they came, but their refugee tent was in Tanzania first.
Yeah, Tanzania, we host many refugees, and this year, the government gives them this discussion almost more than a program.
Okay. So when I do have internet, I'll show you guys some of the work we do at St. Leo's. None of my internet is working today. I don't want to like feel sad, but it's not a huge deal. One other thing you guys need, I'm going to show you this every single class if I can. So to graduate, are you familiar with your check sheet?
Yeah.
Everybody has one.
Yeah.
Hold on, well, what?
It's the most important document in your possession because it proves you took 40 classes. It's called a check sheet. What is that?
You could get it from your advisor.
Is it done?
Oh, I do get one of those. I just don't have.
You get it from your advisor, so they don't try to make you, retake some of the same classes over.
You want to own your check sheet. Save it to your hard drive. Take a picture. Do you? So-
I copy of mine, so I know what we
But I wanna get a copy though. I need to get it.
You do?
It's in my phone. I know it's
So let me see if I can pull one up and show you guys what it would look like. Essentially, you only have like 9 classes in social work. Everything else is,
elective.
yeah,
That's why I mean.
for real.
I got a class that's until 7 o'clock.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Social work. I'm gonna get that change.
Social work.
8:30. How's that?
Wait.
So that is pretty, in graduate school, that's almost normal. So it's so normal that, because everyone works. All right, here's your check sheet. You ready for this? Does this show? Are you able to see it? Okay. So if you take all of these classes, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You need 1 elective in social work. It's those 4 you have an option from: older adults, healthcare, child welfare, or cultural competence. You don't need to take a foreign language anymore. Spanish teachers hate us because of that. But we did it because we wanted people to finish quickly and successfully. I understand the importance of a foreign language. I speak Spanish and that's it. Most Americans only speak 1 language, as you guys have probably found out. How many languages do you guys speak? 3, and how many do you speak? 2. So no, I was going to say this computer just died for the live stream that saved it. So that would help us to try to finish with this. But do you guys have any questions about your check sheet? Are you on pace to graduate?
I am. I just got on track to being on. What is it? I just got on track to being able to graduate my class of 2025 because when they suspended me, they told all my professors not to allow me to do my work. So I had to go through a whole deal with DSC and the school just for them to give me my grades back. So now I'm a sophomore and I have 62 credits. So
Okay.
I'm graduating class of 2025.
Because you guys will hear me and see me pull this up every day because I want you to finish on time.
This
You'll
was
get,
your last year.
yes. Well, because I want you to empower yourself to be done. Like,
But this, I think you saved me with this too because my advisor that I had before she got fired, she was trying to make me take like half of my freshman classes this semester.
right. And you didn't need to. You already took them, right? So you know what you have to take. You know what you need to graduate. When you've done there's 48 here, 49 hours on the other side. Stats is 1. Who's taking stats? You'll do fine.
I got that tomorrow.
What did you get? So is it easy? Right.
It's math.
So you're a math guy. I'm kind of a math guy. Yeah, because you need to know how to like still.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Right.
If you comprehend, like
It's real world stuff. Like it teaches you how to analyze the world. Like if this intervention works 6 out of 10 times and crap like that. That's you'll do okay.
Then I'm like, what's the population of China? I'm like,
No. Actually, what is the population of China? 1.5 billion? Or is it 1.45 billion?
It's already 1.1. It's dropped by 800 something thousand this year. It's
Because of COVID?
probably
800,000? Okay.
850,000.
Okay. Because of COVID.
Yeah, when it dropped.
This is so good point to bring up. This is the first year in America. Our average life expectancy. Do you guys know what it is? Like men and women, what we live to, if you guessed. Probably for men, for women.
Ours is 40.
She said 84 or 80.
84, 86.
And this is the first, since COVID, we dropped for the first time ever because of heroin overdoses and COVID. Or fentanyl overdoses and COVID.
It's crazy. Like fentanyl overdoses are getting so high. It's so scary.
Fentanyl, it's heroin.
Yeah, it smells like popcorn.
So like,
I don't take fentanyl.
Or you mean like-
I just know how to smell it.
you mean if they like mix it in your weed?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
smell it because it smells like popcorn, so you know
Right.
it's been laced.
Well, yes, so if they lace your weed with fentanyl, you can die. So that's just something to be
Yeah, that
very,
happened
very.
to one of my friends, and he's literally his brain is damaged, so
Aw.
he doesn't remember nothing. He's 25 right now.
That's
He
sad
don't
too.
remember his whole life, so he's in rehabilitation, trying to get back, and they said it's gonna take a while for him to just
That makes you
know his
almost
name.
want to get the medical card just so you know what you're getting. Is
I
like,
don't even want to get my medical card
Right.
because I won't be able to get my CPL.
the
That's
conceal
what- it's
carry.
tricky.
Is that conceal carry? They don't let you do
Yeah.
both. Why not?
They're saying like
You
you're
can't-
mentally-
Well,
Can't
in
smoke
Ohio-
and
In Ohio, you can't do both, but also we just got rid of the CCW. I
right,
Michigan.
because you can just carry in Ohio.
Carry down.
Yeah,
All the way
Right.
up here.
right,
Yeah, you know, we got hella dispensaries
right.
everywhere.
Right.
But I want a CPL because it's getting crazy.
Chicago doesn't let you have any firearms that I know of, right? Do they? I always thought, but where are they gun-free zones? I feel like Chicago has a lot. Is the whole city
I wish I could get
Wait,
it.
what happened?
like inner city Chicago? I didn't think you're allowed to have anything. And that's- So you need a license.
It's
Okay.
a certain
have to be.
Right.
You guys like, you got part, they gotta be underrated.
Right.
And it's like, you look over,
Right.
they're asking for your license, your license.
Okay. Because in Ohio, June,
There's a limit to a lot of
In
stuff.
Ohio now, we don't need gun license.
yeah, we
no,
passed
in Ohio,
It's
you
just
can
like a
carry
day-
fire.
Day to week, wait
You're
for you
open
to
to
get
carry.
your.
in June,
be approved by-
June of 2022. We got
That's scary.
That's scary.
right
In
that
Ohio,
nobody
no,
needs.
like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. Like, it be
So that will help.
what is it? I just heard this story about the 6-year-old kindergarten shooting his teacher.
That makes me wonder how the parents are taking care of
No, that lets
It's
you know,
not
like, the
from
parents
home.
ain't taking care of kids. What is a 6-year-old?
doing with a
How
gun
she does it?
and
Well,
like
some parents be teaching their kids that.
Well, I tell
That's
her how to
scary.
shoot. Oh, I'll take her to the range, no, we can shoot.
so you're like responsible with it. You're
Yeah,
not
'cause when
like
she
yeah.
gets, cause she's 12, right, she's about to be 12, but when she gets older, like, she's gonna have to go to the world by herself, she's gonna have to know how to protect herself, so.
Yeah,
Keep that thing on you and pop it if you need to.
right.
It's
It's
just scary, like.
in Russia. Are you allowed to carry a firearm? Really? Nowhere. What about Tanzania?
I heard about Russia.
Right. Okay. So it's
You can't have nothing.
so
Yeah, no disco.
as you can see, we'll cover a wide range of topics, but we start with like birth and sex and conception and like how are babies made. I mean, I know most of us know
Wait,
that.
what be that?
How babies get made.
Oh, yeah, we know how they get made.
Right. But we'll get into the details and the statistics. And if you want me to, I'll upload the PowerPoints for you. Yeah.
Because I need to be electrical needs.
Okay.
So I make it-
That's why I film it.
Okay.
On Dr. Trouth's Central State channel
Okay.
on YouTube.
Okay.
So like if you miss it, and I don't know if that answers your question, you didn't even ask
I
me.
was
this.
gonna ask, like, so, how would that work, because a lot of times, actually, I'm supposed to leave till 3:30.
Okay.
But I let you do kids right on that mom.
Where are you working at?
I work at the city council.
Okay. You're like, all right, class is over. See ya. Okay. So yeah, I do film on Dr. Trouth Central State Channel. Yeah, because I want to do a backup. It's not the same as being in person, but it at least gives you the gist of it.
You just told me we have to be.
Well, so for the higher accreditation, like this is an in-person class. She's saying she's going to be late a little bit, but she'll catch whatever she missed on there.
So, but other than that, we have to be in person class. There's no going online and missing class.
I usually try not to play disciplinarian here, like if you do your work and whatnot. But yes, like with this is an in-person class, y'all sign in. You can also sign here, but let's just yeah, it's in person. It's
I like spring semester way more.
See, you prefers me now.
that's the idea.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
That's the idea. But yes, this is an in-person class. We are up for reaccreditation this year, so like they'll be there'll be like spies. I don't even know if they got a camera in here yet. So this is in person. I film as a backup. Like if you got COVID and somehow you had it for a long time, like you can watch it on the YouTube. It's not the same because like you don't even see my face in there right now. Like it's just filming the PowerPoint. Oh, pregnancy, birth, and the newborn. So that's kind of like our first round of topics and getting into the fun stuff, like where the sperm goes and how it. Yup, we're going there, unfortunately.
You just had you.
Yep.
I'm like a lot of people in this class.
Well, yeah, like and then there's have you guys heard of the Creighton method?
The crazy method.
It's good for fertility and infertility. Like if you're infertile and you want to know like when the best days are and how to get pregnant, like in America, I have brothers. Yeah.
If I ever watch like the show, it'll be happening like in the show.
To show you how to have a baby. It's like the older you get. I'm 45. I'm surprised we had 3 kids in 2.5 years because I should not.
So the girls,
you gotta ask. Go see you first.
Right. And a baby can't be born without mucus, period. So like if you don't have mucus, you can't get pregnant. And like as weird as that is the sperm lives in the mucus and it carries up into, and we'll get into that next class, but here's your, how it divides and fallopian tube, single-celled mature ovum leaves ovary, fertilization, cell division. You got 2 cells in 36 hours.
okay, so I know we're not gonna be doing this today, it's the first day, but Thursday, we're gonna be reviewing this chapter and taking notes on it. Okay, that's what I like.
The fertilization stuff. It is kind of interesting.
I just wanna know about this stuff, so when I go into my field,
Yeah.
I just already have the
Right.
knowledge.
Right.
Do we have to take some quizzes?
I only do 4 major assignments. Yeah.
Okay, we gonna be testing up here.
Because I had you run to me and had.
I'll give you like quizzes with the answers if you want them. I'll send them to you because like that's good for the licensure. It's usually a final paper. It's the same way they do it in graduate school. So I try to do it that way where it's the same way in grad school. But we still do want to do test prep because unfortunately the licensure test still does have like questions.
Can we take a mock test for that?
Yeah. They have it on their website right now. You just go in and take licensure tests for free and take as many as you can until you pass it 100 times. And then that's how I pass mine. But a lot of it is like the theories of human development and theories of like that we use in social work in general. I was trained in the ecological theory model, which is like looking at life in a holistic perspective. Like what community did you grow up in? What was your upbringing? What language did you speak growing up? What was your country's biopsychosocial, political stuff going on? Like, what year would you have been born? Were you before or after the fall of the USSR?
A bit,
89?
I was born, and he still has got the years of science.
Really? So are you guys familiar with what the USSR was?
Yeah.
Okay. So your husband can tell stories.
So
like
he
it's
says that like he was born, but actually next year he was already in Russia, so
right. So he was born in like 88 or 89.
91.
Okay.
Just
Right.
91 into that.
Right. So, and we still have some countries that are, I guess, communist, right? Is China still? Is Tanzania?
We were communist, but then we changed from communist to.
But you don't have like birth caps, or you can only have one baby like China used to have.
No.
Okay. Have you guys heard of that too? You can only have one baby, and they got rid of it recently. Okay.
But for Tanzania, for the government, for those who are government workers, they have only preference for 4 babies that the government can maybe set national health insurance for them.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, 4. But
So they stopped paying for your 5th baby?
Yeah, they will stop paying for your 5th baby.
Kind of sad.
So maybe you remove one if it's his older.
Oh, right.
18 years. then
Right.
you will pay for that one. But you can have as many babies as you want.
Well, like if you're like me and you had 3 in 2.5 years, I'd be screwed if I have 2 more. They'd be like, nope. You're done. You got to wait till you're 68 to have your next kid. And I'll be like, Viagra, I don't know. You do something to fix it. But. So anyway, yes, we're going to go from conception and birth to about adulthood, and just I do a focus in on trauma too, because
See, that's what I want to start learning about.
trauma, and like if you guys think about it, the past 2 years we've been living in, or 3 years, has been a trauma for all of us.
Yeah, cool.
You know what I mean? Like, we've had family members pass, we've had, I don't know, vaccinations, all kinds of stuff. Just
I started finding out too, like the Black community, it takes us like years to actually get tested and treated for like past trauma that we've endured just from like our parents and stuff.
like generational trauma.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Find out
research.
you have ADHD,
Mhm.
A lot of learning effects, and I feel like that's a problem too, just with like the doctors that we have in office. Why is it taking us 25 years to find out I have ADHD?
Right. Well, yeah, the generational trauma is big. I wish we had the Russian vaccine, because apparently is it Sputnik? Did you guys get the vaccine called Sputnik?
Yeah, I do.
Because all it was is the white blood cells, right?
Well, actually.
The antibodies.
What
Well, it's
I got vaccinated twice by the Sputnik.
right.
And I'm still all right.
Right. Because we had the mRNA vaccines that show, and a lot of us are dying of heart complications, or like having strokes, or like stuff like that. So there's new research coming out that's showing that. Have you guys seen those studies, or am I speaking the language way out here? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like an mRNA vaccine, there's new research studies that are showing like we're more susceptible to stroke if we were vaccinated. We're more susceptible to myocarditis, your heart gets double the size, or something else like that. So just beware. There's ways to, what's that?
I don't know. I'm kind of like with vaccines, because I got the COVID vaccine, don't get me wrong, still caught COVID.
Right. That's what I'm saying is I mean, how many people can say they had the same thing happen? And it's right. Right. That's what it changed.
Johnson one too, and like everybody who said they was taking that one, they was having like side effects for weeks after weeks. I'm like,
So there is like a protocol of different vitamins and whatnot to take to reverse the damage to your heart from the vaccine. So just stuff to look up and consider, because which one do they use in Tanzania? Was it the mRNA one or Sputnik like Russia had? Johnson & Johnson. Okay.
oh, we use Pfizer.
I know that's where some of the research is coming in. Fertility is also affected. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. Like they've shown it's been getting harder to get pregnant. You guys heard that?
Yeah.
I've heard something like that, but also it could be a combination of it's like an annual type of situation. Because if you're under a lot of stress, your cycle's already thrown off. It's going to be hard anyway.
Your body's telling you not to have a baby during the stressful time. Okay, right.
And I just think
Well, right, yeah. So you're right. So miscarriages are up. Not carrying to term, things of that nature. And
We're living in a crazy time.
It is different. And then inflation. So that's another topic you'll get sick of hearing.
Everything going on.
Yeah, like eggs were $6.19 for just a dozen and a half yesterday. I can't.
This boy's laughing to get $3.
So does anyone have any other questions? I know we're covered. I had chickens and I gave them away in October.
You need to get them back.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss about the baby, how they make everything. Are we going to discuss about the natural way or IVF?
We'll mention both. So is
We're going to discuss both natural and
in vitro fertilization? We could open the discussion to all of it. Yes, absolutely. Because some people have to do that nowadays. It's like 10 grand, isn't it? Or you adopt, but it's like $10,000 or $12,000 to.
But I mean, to adopt is expensive too.
It's like 10 grand.
It's like 10, 15.
To adopt a baby, unless if you're doing foster to adopt, but often you get a 5 or 10-year-old instead of a 0-year-old. Oh, surrogacy? I guess that's, yeah.
So my friend is a surrogate, she gets paid really good money, she's had 5 babies, like in the past few years.
Doesn't her
but-
body get torn up though? Like, I feel like that would be, oh my God.
It does.
Because even,
But she's made enough to send like both her kids to college.
really? Okay. So she's like, yep, give me that syringe. All right, I'm pregnant. Are they strict? Like, I don't want you to eat meat and I want you to be a vegetarian.
Well, she's strict herself.
Okay.
So if she
Okay.
knows she's caring for somebody else.
Right. There's a market for
She a healer, that's what that is, because that's scary.
to carry that many babies. That's impressive.
I
Yeah.
don't know, I feel like I couldn't do it because I feel like I would get attached.
Right.
It's just not.
What even if it's not your sperm or your egg, like you carried it for 9 months, and so your
You
blood.
went through all
and-
that pain.
Yeah.
All that. and
Yeah.
you gotta give it away.
Right. She saw how much did you get paid for that? Like $100 grand?
All her medical bills were covered, all pretty much, their bills were covered.
These are rich people, right? These are rich.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, but when I met her, we were in nursing school together, and the couple that she was having a baby for, it was a doctor and his partner.
Okay.
So.
Right. He's like, I got 200 grand if as long as you're a
I mean, she didn't have to
vegetarian.
worry about like her bills or anything, so like, well, you're mother of our child, so let me take care of this. She's like, okay.
And they let her still see the baby.
I mean, they're friends.
Maybe. That's what
So are they gonna tell the kid? Do they tell the kid?
Well, I mean,
that's the question
I mean,
that's
in this
always
case, I mean, you got a husband and a husband, so, I mean, they gonna have to be like, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you know, I
I'm
ain't
the person
having
that
you,
carried
so-
you.
Kids gonna grow up
whatever
with
age
that.
Now, you know I ain't-
the baby's like, 2 dads can't have.